Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad that you all are finding my channel and are enjoying it. And if you've been here for a while, thank you so much for returning. All right, you guys, so listen. I'm not sure how this title is gonna be, but let me tell you what's going on. Right now it's September and I have the planner itch to change some things. And right now my planners are a mess. So I thought this would be a good video to make because I just want to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking, why I'm thinking it, but also what I might try to do going forward. Now, we are in September and it is new planner season and it is very exciting. But I just want to say this. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your planners. I'm really not. But I will say be careful if you decide to start setting up your planners now. Because you might feel differently within the next 3 months. There'll be new kits out. And then you might not even have that new planner excitement when the new year comes. So again, just be careful if you do decide to start setting up all of the months. You all won't see me setting up my planners until December. I've already decided that. But last year, I did see a lot of people decorating their monthly spreads all in advance. And then they didn't like it or something changed. And then they were online trying to sell the used planners. So that's just what I witnessed last year. So just, again, I'm just letting you all know. Some of you all are new to the Sterling Ink planner system, and the planners are beautiful, but I just wanted to let you know what I witnessed last year. But again, you do you, okay? Because that's what that's what we do over here. So let me just let you all know what's going on and why my planners are a mess right now. So this is what happened around September 18th. And good for me, I put the date down. So I know exactly when this happened. So I was working in my weekly. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use the back of these pages as journaling pages, if I want to use them as dailies. I'm really trying to figure it out before I started my next planner. So that's why I'm doing this now. And I think that's why I kind of gave that PSA, just because we're still trying to do different things in our planners. But I started journaling and something wasn't right. And I'm not sure what it was. And I think it's because I don't journal every day. I don't need to. So when I was here, I came up with a bright idea to try a different type of layout. Now, these things weren't here yet. So I was just thinking about journaling in the back. So then I came up with the idea to try this layout. So around the 18th, I set up this week. And this is the week we're on now. So today is actually Tuesday, the 23rd. When I set this week up, I had the intention on using this spread sort of like a daily, but in a weekly format. So because I know I don't need a full daily page, and I've toyed around with different daily layouts, I wanted to try this weekly. I don't even know what you would call it. I think Erin Condren has a layout like this, but it's just a week on one page. But because I'm historically a vertical girl, this actually felt kind of good because I can see my entire week at a glance and I can see it vertically. And this is the week we're on. I really haven't touched this week too much, and we're only on Tuesday, but I want to show you When I started making changes to one part of the planner, it affects the other. And this is what I know. So this is why I wanted to come on and kind of show you guys what I'm thinking about doing. So this actually is it makes sense to my eyes, okay? I decided to put a habit tracker here just to kind of see if I like it here on the weekly page, because it would make sense. If I have this page open all week, I have no need to go back to the other weekly. But then that started to concern me, because then I say, if I have everything here, then what will happen to the other weekly spread? That started to cause a little planner confusion, just a little bit. But let me tell you what I'm thinking. I wanted to document this now because, again, it is new planner season. There are unboxings. I'm watching them too. I'm watching all the unboxings. Some people are setting up their new planners, and it is exciting. But I need to ask myself, is this planner itch to change things? Is it just a symptom of new planner season? Like seeing the different layouts and things like that? I want to see if maybe I'm just bored with my weekly setup, or if I just want to try something new. So this is the week that we're on, and yesterday I just wrote everything that was on my brain, and I'll do the same thing every day. This is actually my week so far, but because I've already set up my weekly here, just the overview, I didn't do that here except for important things. So 2/3 of my children's birthday are this week. I know I want to wash my hair on Wednesday, so I just put that in. But the rest of the space will be for that day, for those things that come up. So this is sort of, okay, this is what I'm working with this week. And then I thought about something different. So now let's go back to the weekly. So this is the week that we're on now. And you might see white out spots because on the other side, there was a little extra bleed through, and some things I had whited out. I mean, it was some bleed through and things like that. It was just a mess. It's been a mess. So then I get to the weekly and I said, well, what if I take that little faith planner that I had and just write the daily scripture in here and just use the middle as like my planning space, still keeping my main to-do list. I had the habit tracker here first because that's where it normally is. So I have two habit trackers. And again, it's a mess. I don't even know which one I'm going to use, but let me just tell y'all what's going on. When I looked at my previous weekly spreads, I noticed that I'm really only using 2 columns for planning. A lot of other things are documenting and tracking and things like that. But I only use really 2 columns to plan. This week I broke it up. But as you see, I have a lot of space. So that's why when I came here, I said, well, maybe I can do something else here on the far left. I could put my main things right here in the middle. This is paying homage to the Hobonichi weeks, because the weeks always had that side section that a lot of us will put our meals. This is just a trial for me. When I was setting up this weekly spread, I really had to decide what is the most important for me. I love having a main to-do list on the weekly because it doesn't get lost. If I keep a main to-do list in the back, if I decide to start journaling and then making lists, that to-do list will get lost because I know me. So this is this week. But let me tell you the idea that I just thought of. And I wanted to share with you all because I don't know what it's going to look like. And I have my A5 out. I haven't even touched my A5 this week because when I start making changes, like I said, I know if I change something in the back, it's going to affect the front, but then it's also going to affect my other planner. And right now, I only have two. I only have two planners, and I think I'm good with that. Two planners and then my 5-year journal. So when I was looking in the back, though, I started thinking. Now, this is... So, oh, look at this. See, I'm telling you, you see, this is the whiteout from this side. It was just a mess this week. So it's whiteout and it's all kind of stuff. But when I guess it was early this morning, I just started thinking, and I was watching Plan With Me videos too. But on my wall, I had put up a post saying that I was going to try the take a note. I've always liked that layout of the take a note, and I've never had one because I think for the last few years, when I finally decided to buy one from Amazon, they were always sold out because it was the season was over, so they weren't restocking. So what I started doing, thinking about the take a note and thinking about my planner, I said, well, what if I have this vertical side that's there, that's always there for my events and things like that. I can have a running to-do list here, my main to-do list. And I've tried this before, but I've changed it. And then what if on the right side, this could be like my daily space that's vertical. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. I really don't touch my planners on the weekend. And the good thing about it is I can have my weekly overview. And I don't even have to have this line here. I can actually push this over some if I wanted to. I could put my, you know what? I could. Let me get my eraser. So this is one of the reasons that I use pencil. Let me just erase this because it might get a little shaky. This is exactly why I do use pencil. And I've tried the frictions in the past, but for me with the friction pens, it seemed like they erase good, but I always had an issue rewriting on the same spot. So I don't know if it needs some time to, I don't even know because it's not a, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it just needs time before you can rewrite on it. I'll say it like that. So now that I'm talking this out with you all, I'm thinking, let me turn this page. I'm thinking that I can go ahead and have my weekly overview shifted over just a little bit. And then I can have my habit tracker here on the same side, plus my to-do list. Oh, y'all, this is just, and again, this is very exciting for me, but I need to know if it's just a symptom of new planner season. I don't know what it is about 8 grids, but it is just, 8 grids just works perfectly for me. So I'll just keep it at the 8 grids. And so this is the layout that I think I'm going to go with next week. Let me see if I can make it easier for you to see. That helps out just a little bit, but you can still see on the other side. So we'll just have to We'll just have to see next week when I write. But what I'm going to do, let me move this. That did not help at all. Let me see if I can get something. All right, this worked a little bit better. This all black notebook. So this is what I'm thinking about doing this week. I am thinking, let's see. Why is this not lining up? I guess it doesn't matter. But I think what I'm going to do, for now, because I just was trying to figure it out, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make this top spot my habit tracker. Because I do like tracking some things just to, sometimes I like to track just as a reminder. So let me show you what this weekly layout will look like, and this will be next week. This will be my weekly overview, just my work schedule, appointments, anything big that's coming up. This top spot will be my habit tracker. And then here will be my running to-do list. And then this side will be my weekly daily spot, I think. So let me go ahead and get the daily stickers out. I mean, since we are here, and I just have my dailies right here tucked in this clear folder. And these are from Randy.plans, and these are the large line dates. All right, so let's just go ahead and put these dates down. And the good thing is I have my dates right here on the left, so silly me should not mess this up. And we're going to go ahead and do this because why not? And like I was saying, I'm really intrigued with that take a note. I don't think I'll be getting it this year because with my Sterling ink order, I did go ahead and I got a B5 monthly booklet. And that's what I'm going to use for work this year. All right, so it's only 30 days in September. So I won't be getting a take a note this year. But I am still intrigued with that layout. And that's why I said this layout is definitely inspired by the take a note. And it's inspired by my need to have a weekly overview, but also just have daily space. And I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see how this works. So I'm setting this up this week. And so you all will definitely do a plan with me. We'll definitely do a plan with me with this. I just won't have anything that says weekend, and I'm okay with that. And I don't know about you, but I don't even open my planners on the weekend. So this is what this is looking like. And I just put this behind just to block off some of that extra writing. So now you all can better see what this layout looks like. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. All right, so this is it. This is it. All of that extra chaos and this planner mess has led me to this layout. And I wanted to show you all, like, this is what happens. And I'm sure it happens with you all too, but I think I like this. The only thing I'm not sure of, I don't know if my habit tracker line will be moved down or if I'll keep it up here. I'm not sure. But I'll do the daily overview, habit tracker, to-dos, and then when those things come up during the week, like what I need to cook, laundry, respond to comments, print something for school, those are the things that kind of cross your mind throughout the day. Don't forget this, I'll have space. Oh my goodness. And then here at the bottom, that'll just be my weekend spot. Weekend, or I don't know. Because my weekends are usually doing incomplete tasks from the week. So it makes a lot of sense to me. So you all, thank you for letting me ramble. But let me know what you think about this layout. Because we're going to do a plan with me. This is going to be interesting. We're going to do a plan with me. And then I'm going to have to show you how I'm using these boxes or this daily space. And then we'll see if this works or not. Because this is the current week we're on and I kind of like it. And the thing is, I was thinking about Monday. I was thinking about this yesterday. If I, for whatever reason, just had so many things on my brain that I wanted to write, and if I run out of room, I'll just write it on the next day. Because the reality is I did none of this stuff yesterday. This is the stuff that I'm doing today. So my Tuesday will be blank because I'll be just working off this list from yesterday. If I were using daily pages, and this is something that I told my friend a while ago, if I were using a page per day, and let's say this is Monday on the right, and I wrote down all of that stuff that I didn't do, when I flip the page, all of those things are gone. So then I have to either keep flipping back or rewrite it. This way, I can do like a brain dump. Today is Tuesday. I can just look over at my neighbor and say, okay, what didn't we do? I even put a little note that I woke up with a headache. And so I'm thinking that I could do that with this daily spread, or this, I don't even know what you would call it. But I'm pretty sure I can do that here. I can have my to-dos. I still have my space for the weekly highlight, but I'll have a big to-do list. This is gonna be very interesting. So I'm gonna stop the video here because my mind is just getting a little bit excited, and we're still on this week. So I'm gonna fill this week out just because I set it up. And then if all of this goes well, all of this, then I have to pick up my A5 and I have to go back to using and planning my goals and just getting this set up so that when I get my new A5, I know exactly how I'm going to use it. If this works well, you all, I can tell you that my blank pages in the back will most likely be for journaling. I love journaling in this size. I tried to journal in my A5 and I don't like it. So my A5 that's coming will most likely be for notes, collections, commonplacing, things like that. But I really love journaling on this size. So that's what it'll be. You all, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this new layout that I'm going to try. This will be next week, the week of the 29th through October the 3rd. And I need to show you all my October stickers from Graceful Muse. So thank you all so much for watching me ramble, watching me in this, I think they call it a hot mess, watching my hot mess, because a lot of you all always commend me on how pretty my spreads look, and I thank you. But there's a mess too, and I'm definitely committed to show you all of it. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.